Hello and welcome to another podcast, just a little short one this time because we are just introducing you to our new 2-week challenge. We're calling it a challenge, and it is about putting that spring in your step. It was Harriet's idea, and I think it's a wonderful idea, and Harriet and I certainly need it. And so I'm going to let Harriet start and tell you a little bit about why she came up with this wonderful idea.
Yeah, so I decided that this winter has just gone on and on and on, and somehow we are midway through April and we've still had snow and sleet and grey days, and it's absolutely miserable. Today, as I'm looking out my window with grey skies, and I am very much ready for spring, but winter does not seem to have let us go yet. So I decided that I'm probably not the only person who's feeling like this, and just I lose my mojo over the winter, and I think lots of us do that, and we feel like reaching for the stodge and can't really bother to go outside and exercise. The days are cold, and when it's raining, the last thing you want to do is go out. And yeah, I think lots of us fall off the wagon over the winter, which I think is a natural thing. I think we're supposed to probably slow down, hibernate a little bit through the winter months, but I am definitely ready to try and get some energy back, get my body moving again, and yeah, just put that spring back in my step. So if you're like me and you've just been feeling blah, for want of a better expression, then come and join us. It is a free challenge, but it's not going to be challenging. And it's just for 2 weeks, so it's not anything massive to commit to. And yeah, Mum's going to tell you a little bit more about what is involved.
Okay, it's funny actually, because Harriet and I were just saying before we came on, isn't it sad that we live in a world where we're all so tired and so overwhelmed and stressed and full of busy and routine that even the thought of doing something nice for ourselves for 2 weeks becomes set up as a challenge. But somehow in our modern world, we do have to just try and establish routines which are healthy, which are health promoting routines. And obviously, you know, those of you who come to me as clients will know that I speak about these things a lot, but it's one thing speaking about them and it's another thing doing them, because life is life. And we all become victims of overwhelm very easily. And obviously with our business, as you know, we've had lots of changes, and you know, we're sort of stepping into this new Nourishing Insights and what that's going to look like away from the shop, and focusing on more of the clinic work and supportive work like this actually. So like you, as Harriet says, we are absolutely knackered is the technical term, and we just need to get back our mojo. So we will be doing it along with you. In fact, all of the team, all 5 of us, are going to be doing it along with you. So if you want to follow us in stories, then you can hear about what each of us are doing differently and how it's all coming along. So what's actually involved is that you will receive your 2-week challenge information on Teachable. And it's super easy, and all you do is follow through with all of the recommendations, and they are around things like incorporating some nice things, you know, getting to sleep a bit earlier, making sure you optimize sleep by avoiding blue light at night and devices and all of these things, trying to introduce things like mindfulness and meditation into your routine, trying to think about making some small changes in diet. In fact, we focused on breakfast in this one because what I know from clinical practice is that if we get breakfast right, actually it sets us up for the day. And this has been spoken about a lot. You know, many people talk about the importance of breakfast and the idea of breakfasting like a king and so on. But we definitely need to set up breakfast because we balance our blood sugar as when we start the day. We set the scene for what happens next. So from an energy point of view, that's really, really important, but there's more information on that in the notes. So these are the sorts of things that we want you to have a look at. And we've actually incorporated some very simple recipes for those breakfasts that you can have a go at. Nothing there that we wouldn't do ourselves, nothing challenging. because we want to make this as easy and achievable as we possibly can for you. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be really nice, and we really do look forward to hearing how you get on. The other thing I would say about it is, often when people think about stepping into nutritional therapy, functional medicine, they know that that is about diet, that it's about lifestyle change. And with that, a lot of people think, oh, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm too stressed, I'm too tired, I'm in too much overwhelm, I can't. And I know that feeling. Harriet knows that feeling. We have both felt it in the last few months. In fact, in over a year now, since all the stress of last year. So we're with you on this. We know what it feels like. And so that made us so keen to make something that was so doable. And it means that if you just do those 2 weeks, then 2 weeks might just become 2.5 weeks. It might just become 3 weeks. It might just become 6 before you know it. And you've made some changes. So we hope that in the 2 weeks, you'll find some things that you enjoy, that are easy, and that you will start to continue then as part of your natural routine. And that will give you confidence to be able to maybe do other things and explore other aspects of your health as well. So that's a really nice thing about what we're doing. So when is it starting, Harriet?
Yeah, so it is starting on Easter Monday, which is next week, and it will run for 2 weeks. But what I will say is that if you come to this next Wednesday, is when you finally get around to listening to this podcast and think, oh, that's absolutely what I need, just sign up. We're not going to shut the doors. Just sign up, come and join us. And equally, you know, if you're busy, maybe you're away just now, maybe you're away over the long weekend, and so you're not going to start this Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever, that doesn't matter. Just start it whenever you're ready. Obviously, we will be sharing our things over the next 2 weeks, things that we're doing. Probably share them a lot on Instagram stories, which should usually cross-post to Facebook stories as well. So definitely follow along with us on there. We would love to see what you guys are getting up to. So if you either tag us or use the hashtag Nourishing Spring, then we will look out for you and for your posts, and we can share them as well. You know, join us whenever you can. Obviously, doing it in the 2 weeks is going to be great, because then you get that kind of community aspect of us all being in it together. But do it when it, you know, when you've got time. But equally, do it even if you don't have time. You know, just do it, because I think often we can procrastinate, and I'm like this, and you put off and think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes. And how many of you now got that song in your head? Sorry for the earworm. We just can procrastinate. I am definitely not going to sing. I'm definitely not singing. But yes, if you, I've lost my train of thought now that I've waffled on about that. So anyway, you know, just, I think, do it. The whole point of it is that lots of us are busy and lots of us feel blah. But how many of us spend a couple of hours at night watching Netflix when we could be doing other things? So, you know, I think it's not so much about not having time, it's maybe about not making time or not prioritizing time. And ultimately, it's us that suffers if we don't do those things. So, and we deliberately, when we thought up this challenge, we've called it a challenge. We've really tried to choose things that won't be too challenging. So it's not like we're going to tell you to green juice and run 10 miles every day, because there's no way in hell we'd be doing that. So it's nothing difficult. I don't want to tell you exactly what's in, because I would like to keep it as a nice surprise for you. And yeah, I don't know if we said at the beginning, but this is a free challenge as well, because we wanted to really give it as a gift to you guys for all of your support and everything over the last however many years, 5 years, that we've had this shop. And yeah, just give you all a little something to get your spring off to a good start. And you know, it'd be a great thing to do with friends as well. If you're listening to this podcast and thinking, yeah, that's me, but equally if you're thinking, and it's my friend Sandra, well, just give Sandra a buzz and say, right, we're doing this together. We're going to sign us both up. Because I think if you do things as a community, then it's easier to do things. So definitely share it with your friends. You know, if particularly if you think, oh, I'd like to do it, but don't know if I'll stick to it, do it together, and then you can kind of keep each other accountable and cheer each other on. And we'll be here to cheer you on as well. And yeah, so it's going to run for the 2 weeks from Easter Monday, and then on Monday, I think it's the 2nd of May, Mum and I are going to do a live Q&A at the end of the 2 weeks so that we can all get together, we can have a chat about kind of how things have gone, if you've noticed any difference in the 2 weeks, if you're feeling a bit better, maybe you've not had a massive shift, but you're just feeling more in tune with your body, those kind of things, and just see how you've got on. And equally, if you've got any questions, you know, maybe something's come up or you've thought about something or want to check something, then come on that call and chat with us and chat with each other. It'll be good to get you all together. So probably should tell you how you join us. So you will find us as usual on the Nourishing Insights Teachable portal. And I will put the link for that in all of the podcast description boxes. So just have a look at that and you'll find it. But it's the same place that you'll find our membership, which doors are open now if you'd like to come and join us for that too. And our other courses that we've done as well, my Organic September one's there, Nutritional Psychiatry. We've got lots of good stuff on there, and there will be more coming as the year progresses. So yeah, I think, have I remembered everything?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely it. And I think it'd be lovely to have the Q&A at the end of the month. It'd be lovely to hear how you've done, and actually just to have a good laugh and to hear about what you've not done or what went disastrously wrong or what you tried to do, but then someone ruined it, or the dog barked in the middle of your meditation or whatever, because we all start off with great intentions. And but we're recording this podcast and my husband has been coughing in the background, and then I heard him slam the door and I thought, oh, so life is life. We can't predict what's going to happen, but we really just want you to have a bit of fun. We will be sharing with you what we've done and how we've got on, because believe it or not, although we are health gurus in inverted commas, we are also human. We also get exhausted and mega stressed and overwhelmed, and we need to do these things. And I'm very good, like a lot of us, at when I'm feeling really unwell and I'm really anxious, I'm more likely to do, I'm very likely to do the meditation and the breathing and all the good stuff. But as soon as I feel better again, I think, I don't need that now. And one of the difficulties as well is that, you know, there are very dangerous things that hook us in, that lure us in, like Netflix, Harriet mentioned before. And if something you catch on which is really good, and they all end on a cliffhanger. Why do they end on a cliffhanger? To draw us in, because we'll stay till 3 a.m. watching the next one and the next one until the entire series is gone, because we're curious for what's going to happen next. And I know that feeling the same as everybody else. I don't stay up till 3 a.m. because I would be mega ill and I couldn't do that. But I have to say the temptation is really there, because I can't stand leaving on a cliffhanger. But so it's really hard. But I think, you know, we do anesthetize ourselves with these kinds of things that the world is providing, whether it's the Netflix, whether it's a glass of wine or a bag of sweets or whatever. But we, you know, we're all bad for anesthetizing ourselves and you know, trying to heal ourselves with all the wrong stuff, when actually we need to do more of the self-care and to get back in tune with nature, back in tune with what it is to be human. And when we do those things, surprise, surprise, we feel better. And that's really what this whole challenge is about. So we hope that we've encouraged and inspired you to join. We hope you'll do it with partners, families, workmates, anyone you want. But we really look forward to doing it with you and hearing your fabulous stories of how you've got on and how it's inspired you in ways that you maybe couldn't have imagined before you entered into this. But it is super easy. And although we're calling it a 14-day challenge, if you only manage 5 out of the 14, do you know what? You're still going to benefit. You are still going to benefit. If you did 1 day out of 14, you are still going to benefit. And we all know that feeling when we start working on things. But yeah, whatever you do is good. Whatever you do is going in the right direction. And that's really what we're about. Nothing more than that. And we're delighted to have you joining with us.
No, and following on from what Mum's just said there, one thing I will tell you, it doesn't be much about what's going to be in it, is that at the back of your pack, you will find a little tracker just to make it easy for you to see what you're meant to be doing each day and to remember to do those things. However, if you don't get them all done every single day, that's fine. It doesn't matter. We're not going to know. We're not coming to mark your homework, and we wouldn't care anyway. Do your best. Do what you can cope with. And, you know, maybe you do want to completely commit 100%, and, you know, we should try to, but probably there'll be days I forget to do something, and there'll be days that Mum forgets to do something, and that's okay. You just start again tomorrow. There is a very famous quote from Anne of Green Gables that I'm sure lots of people know, and it's one of our favourites, and it is, "Tomorrow is always fresh with no mistakes on it." And that is how to go into this challenge, that if you do fall off the wagon, it's fine, because you can start again tomorrow. And so, yeah, whatever you manage, don't beat yourself up about it. This is not about, well, I haven't done X, Y, and Z. And equally, if you do forget to do things, don't think, oh, I forgot to eat my nice breakfast this morning. I just had toast and jam. Like, that, the fact, that's fine, doesn't matter. You know, have a good breakfast the next day, but don't beat yourself about what you forgot to do that morning because you were on autopilot and the dog was sick and the kids were late for school. You know, it just doesn't matter. Things happen, but just, yeah, go with it, stick with us, and yeah, we can't wait to see how you get on. So Mum's crying now, okay, so I'm going to, because I've said that.
No. I have to say, if anyone ever mentions that they're going to make a quote from Anne of Green Gables, I've got the tears before the quote's even been said. But that's a good one. That is absolutely a good one, and so true. Tomorrow is a new day.
Yeah. So before we both fall into tears, we will pull ourselves together back to being professional women with a podcast. And we will say cheerio, because we don't really have much more to say. It was really a super quick podcast this time, just to tell you about this challenge, just to hopefully inspire and encourage you. And yeah, we are really looking forward to you joining us. So if you've made it this far and want to come and join us, and we really hope that you do, then sign up. You will find the link in the description box. So head over there. We'll also be putting it on our social medias. I'll be putting a link on somewhere on the website, and yeah, just come and join us. So in fact, you'll find it if you go on our website, nourishinginsights.com, if that's where you normally go. If you look under classes and workshops and click the link through to the Teachable from there, then you'll find it. But I will put it everywhere humanly possible to help you out, to make it easy for you to sign up. And if you really get stuck, then just email us as you normally would, and we will happily send you the link. So thank you so much for joining us today for this special edition of the Nourishing Insights podcast, and we hope to speak to you very soon.
Thank you for joining the Nourishing Insights podcast. We do hope you've enjoyed it, and if you'd like to follow us, you will find us on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. You will also find our website at nourishinginsights.com. Look forward to seeing you next time, and in the meantime, stay nourished and let food be your medicine.